Came out to LA, took the bar exam to please my father, never practiced, got a job freelancing on Fame, went to work for Stephen Cannell, and I really moved from show to show. After 5 years on Melrose Place, I made the mistake, and after you've been on a show for a long time, you really should take a year off. But I wanted to keep working. I thought if I didn't keep working, I'd be out of the business. My father was dying at the time, and I took a job on Providence. And I got fired from Providence. I was flying back and forth to Chicago, still doing my work. It was an environment. I was a consulting producer, which meant I didn't have to be in the office all the time, only when we were really breaking story. But they were so disorganized, they never knew when they were breaking story. So I was always in the office. My father passed away. I had a script due. My father passed away. I went to Chicago, took care of the funeral, everything, came back to LA, finished my script. And granted, I wasn't in the best emotional shape. I was about to turn my script in on the day that it was due, and I have to say I didn't get that show. They always wanted me to write about food and what everybody was eating for breakfast, and I just really couldn't do it, but that was just me. And it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was going to go drive into work in the afternoon and turn my script in. But I had to talk to our medical consultant, and I should have known something was up when right after I talked to her, I threw up, but that's oversharing, I suppose. But anyway, I turned in my script the next day, and I was babysitting for my goddaughter, who was like 3, and she's running that night, running up and down the stairs, and I had a dog, and I'm trying to keep both of them from killing themselves. Phone rang at 8:30 at night, and it was one of the producers from Providence. And saying, you know, we're going to meet tomorrow, and we're not sure, but we think maybe you won't be on the show. And I said, you know, I've been in this position, just tell me. If you're firing me, just fire me right now. And I think it was good that there was a kid in the house, and there was a lot going on, but they fired me, and it was like a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. You know, I always, if I'm going to fire somebody, and it doesn't happen that often, don't fire them 2 weeks before, you know, you're going to already have a vacation. And I got fired. But the good thing is, I would not be on CSI if I hadn't been fired. Because I had 2 pilots, one of which I never finished, but I wrote a pilot for CBS. And of course, the co-writer who did the story with me, she's dead, but that seems to be what happens when I write with people and scares my writing staff. But she was murdered. But it wasn't actually funny at the time. But I finished that pilot, and because of that pilot, I ended up on the pilot of CSI. So it wouldn't have happened. And the good part of that story is, lots of times in television you have pay-or-play deals. So they can fire you anytime they want, and they still have to pay you. So it was my dream come true to get paid for something, to get paid for not working. So.